Right guys, so I'm back with another cheat table for Cheat Engine. The other one that I posted up, the author of it, or the authors, creators, the people who maintain it have decided to pull it due to people selling items for real money and they don't think it's fair, which is fair enough, and I probably agree with them. So they've decided to pull it, and you need to talk to them if you want to have it, basically. But I've come across another one, so I'm going to run through it. But first off, just want to say that anything that is done by this is at your own risk. I don't hold any responsibility to it. I've already mucked up one game saved going through it, so I know it can be possible. And obviously the Mojang may obviously take action against people if they start doing stuff like selling things and doing that. So at your own risk, but have fun. So anyway, what we need is Cheat Engine to start off with, so I'll put the link in the description. Cheat Engine is available here. Download it, install it, you can run it, you don't have to run it, it's entirely up to you at this stage. And then the next step is to get the new cheat table. So it's back on to Fearless Revolution. And thanks to Cake San for this. He has produced a cheat table that can enable God mode, walk speed multiplier, pointers for XP, emeralds and arrow count, inventory editor, no clip fly mode, and it also does the new update as well. So, you know, kudos to him for going through doing it all. Hopefully he'll keep updating it, I don't know. But anyway, the download link will be in the description. So when you're on the page, you see the first post, and it is literally the top one here. So it says here, it says you've got the first one, and then you've got update 1, and then you've got update 2. So you want to always keep an eye on that. So you want update 2. Now I don't know whether this works for launcher, but it definitely works for the Windows Store version. So with that, we download it. So once you've downloaded it, if you go open file, this will then launch your Cheat Engine. Cheat Engine will then appear. So let me just get back into the game. Cheat Engine will then appear here. And then what you need to do, you've probably noticed already, you need to open the process. So we're going to click on the little monitor up there, we're going to type in DUN, and then we're going to go open. So once it comes up, it says, do you want to keep the current linear alert? You click yes, and then you have these here, which is Unreal Engine and Tools. So what you need to do is, if you click on the Unreal Engine checkbox, this will then load. What it's basically doing is going through the process and reading all the items and things in the game that can be obtained. Now it does contain other things, don't worry about that pop-up box that's meant to happen, it's just doing its thing, let it run. What it can bring up is things that are no longer in the game, and things that are in the game that are like non-obtainable for your inventory, like gold. It can bring up gold. It can also bring up the curious armor, which is no longer there. Their files are still supporting it, but there is no actual physical entities to load into the game, so there's no skins or anything. So the problem with that is, if you load in the wrong thing, your game will crash. And then I've had it where my game's crashed, I've reloaded, and it's still there in my inventory, and whatever I do, I cannot get rid of it. The only thing I could do was to delete my clone. So I would stress, if you're playing around with this, to make a clone of your character so that you don't actually muck up your good character or whatever, you know, so you've always got a backup. So anyway, it's loaded up now, loaded up a while ago. Now unfortunately I can't get it onto compact view. Oh, I can, it's here. So let me get it onto compact view, and then you can actually see what's going on here. Now it is a bit messy, it's not brilliant like the other one. The other one was quite nice and laid out. So with this you can actually do lots of different things. Like I said, it's more involved than the other one, but more complicated at the same time. So we've got no clip fly mode, so this is quite fun. If you want to do this, you can use arrow keys. If I just move this over here, you can use the toggle with number pad 6, and space is up and left control down, but you can also do WASD as well. So let's have a quick look at that. So I've just put it on, and you can see I'm floating. So I don't know what instances you might want to do that, but you might want to have a look around the map, or there's a mob there that you just want to get past. Once you go out of boundaries, you respawn. So, you know, for some reason it counted as a roll there, and I got dynamo. That's quite funny. So anyway, that's no clip slash fly. Now I haven't tried this out, but there's also God mode here as well, so assumably you do not take damage, which is quite good. I haven't tried that out, but feel free. Now there's walk speed multiplier. Now this is a bit crazy. So what you can do with walk speed multiplier is number pad number pad 2 is to deactivate, number pad 3 to activate, and you keep tapping number pad 3. So this is my normal walk speed. I'm tapping 3, and you just go absolutely crazy. So I've kept tapping 3, and it's just put the multiplier up by madness. It's like he's on something. He's just gone with the wind. Look at him. I've just gone somewhere that I've probably not meant to go. Anyway, and then to turn it off, you just press 2 on the number pad, and it's done. So that's quite fun to play around with. You can also spawn entities on here. Now I've had a little bit of a play. I haven't had too much. What I basically was doing was going on the melee, and then here, sorry, it's all a bit close. So you can change all the little factors. So this is another mod or another hack you might want to do just for fun. So the attack speed. Now this is my attack speed normally. Now if I double click here under value and change the value to 10, press enter, and then I start attacking, the speed goes crazy. But you got to watch out, because if you put it up too high, it doesn't actually do anything, but that's doing something before it wasn't doing anything. So that's absolutely mental. So we'll try 1,000 and see what happens. So there you go, it's just not registering a hit, or it's not coming up. I haven't tried it in a map, so. But anyway, you can play around with that and have some fun. They also do it for the ranged item as well, so you can do the ranged attack speed multiplier. We'll put that 50. I don't think you need it crossed. Right, here we go. I'm going to get rid of that, that's really annoying. Right, there we go. I really do need one that's auto. There you go, so you can just click it as much as you want. So let me put that back to 1. So yeah, there's a few things here that you can do. I haven't played around with all of them. Movement, here you go. Friction, dodge cooldown, speed cooldown. Then you got resistance, health. So you've got your shield. There's lots of things. They've really done quite a lot on here, so you can actually mod it right up, and yeah, it's crazy. Emeralds. So in this one we can actually change the amount of emeralds we had. Now I have no emeralds because I've done nothing, so I'm hoping this will work, but it doesn't look like it has. So you need emeralds to start off with, I would suggest. I haven't got no emeralds, so I can't do it, but what you would do is you would click on the you would double click it. Oh, no, double click the value, but I can't change it. So anyway, XP, you can change your XP if you really wanted to, and you can change your normal arrow count. Now it says 29 down there. We double click this, we put it to 500, and then you should see it change. There you go. So if you use your I can't even think what the button is. Use that, then it will work. So anyway, we're here to look at the inventory. Now the inventory is a little bit different than before. So that before, what you would have is you'd have a nice laid out sort of like, and you could change little bits. There was still a bit of quirkiness to it to get it working. Now it's even more quirky. So this is the inventory. If you click it, nothing happens. What you need to do is you need to put an item in your inventory and then click it. This will then load up all this here. So let me just try and sort this out. You'll have fun with the headers as well. So what you can see is you can see slot 1, Bow of Lost Souls. Now if you have 2 things in your inventory and then click inventory, it will load both your slots up. So if you've got 300, it's gonna take a while, I imagine. I haven't tried it, but I imagine it will take a while. So just bear that in mind when you're loading this up. It might hang. So anyway, when you want to go and modify something, we're going to work on this one. So our armor's in the inventory there, slot 1. Here's slot 1, and this is what we can do. Now let me just sort this out so we can scroll down to all of it so you can see everything. Right there. So there we go, that's a bit better. Right, anyway, so we are, I forgot what I was doing now. So we're in inventory 1, we have 1 here, and we're going to start changing stuff. I've got some weird stuff going on here, I'm not sure what that is, so let me just try and load this back up again. So there we go. So basically armor properties, they're a pain in the bum and I hate them. If your item's got any armor properties, then they'll be shown here. If it hasn't, it won't be shown. So let me just show you quickly. There and there. So I scroll down, it's still saying us because I'm on slot 2. See this one here, slot 1. If I just move this out and put this, that one, you can see here that they haven't got any armor properties. Now, I don't know any way of adding them. You can only modify them if they're there, which is a big downer considering the last one you could add up to 8 in there, so bear that in mind. So if you wanted a weapon with armor properties on, the best thing to do is to get an inventory item with them already on and then change the actual item. So here we have my guard's armor. It's got cooldown and arrow bundles increase. I don't really care for that, but I want something else. So what we need to do is click on slot 1 name here. Don't worry about the one underneath, just the top one, and then we can choose from this list here. Now be careful that this list has every item in the game, as I said before. So you can even get like a gift box. You can get diamond dust. Everyone knows diamond dust isn't there. You can get a splash potion of slowing. When thrown, slow all enemies in the armor. No, splash potion is something else, is it? Or it's yeah. Just be warned that it will or may crash the game and may make it corrupt, so you can't. Or yeah, just be careful. Basically, is what I'm saying. So anyway, we're going to go back and we're going to go change one of the. Let's put gauntlets. There we go. So that's changed the gauntlets. Here we're going to left click on our window, we're going to right click on the guard's armor. This then changes to gauntlets. So I'll put this back into number 1, and here we go. I have got the armor properties on some gauntlets. So now I can go down here and I can change these armor properties. So I can change them to this list here. Obviously be careful again if there is any enchantments or any things that aren't actually meant to be there, it may crash the game. So just bear it in mind, take it with a pinch of salt. Like I don't know the names, these are actually like the file names rather than the actual names that you see, so some things might take a while to get. So let's have a look. Melee damage boost, so that's going to be a percentage. So again, left click, right click, and come back to it. 30% melee damage, so that's done. So every time you do it, I put it into slot 1, and then we can come down to here and it's back. So increase arrow bundle size, we don't want that. We want, I don't know what we want. We want there, attack speed boost, I guess. So we're going to go here, left click, right click, left click again. There we go. So I've got a speed boost built into that. So that is the armor property sorted. So now we've got to look at all the other things. So we have the item power here. This is just like it was before. So item power, I'm going to put it to 500 and left click, right click, and then get rid of that, put that there, and you can see my gauntlets are now level 4991. That's that done. Then we've got the enchantments. So you have enchantment type 1, 2 and 3, and you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically it works on 3 per holder here, so that's 3, 6, 9, so you have a total of 9 enchantments. So first off is always the type that it is. So you can change this here. Be careful again if there's any enchantments that may not be active or may have been removed, they may not work, so just go for ones you know, like looting. I know looting, so I'll do looting. And then we've got the level. So the level is basically 1 to 3, so it's how many, what, I can't remember what it's called now. Let me go back on here and it will tell me, it won't tell me what tier it is, you know, 1, 2, 3 here. So be careful that this one is already set on 3, so assumably if we change this to 0 and then we left click, right click, go back onto it, none of them are set, so you can unset them all. So what I'm going to do is just quickly show you one lot of enchantments, letting you get your enchantment points back. It's all a bit confusing. So I'm going to change this one. I'm going to put my looting on. I'm going to put looting on 3. So there we go. Right click, and there we go, looting. And then we can also do it for these as well. So because this one has 5, I'm going to change number 5. So that's got an Anima Conduit ranged apparently, but that's because I'm on the wrong thing. You see that I've gone back to Great Axe Play, so be careful you're modifying the right item all the time. So I'm going to go back onto this one, wait for it to reload round. Here we go. So chilling, haven't got chilling. Here we go. Potion barrier level 6. So it's enchantment 6. Change the type for enchantment 6. I'm going to change that to, see that you've even got quick, which is a bit weird because that's, I believe that is only an enemy enchantment. So yeah, just take it. Just be careful. So I'm going to change it to fire trail, and then click on this, and then I'm going to click back, and then it's there. So file trail. So hopefully you understand how that works, and it works all the way up to level 9. I haven't actually tested it on something that doesn't have enchantments. I know these haven't, so let me put that in there. I can't have two, can I? Right, so anyway, slot 1, we got my lightning rod. It does say it's got enchantments here, and if I click on it I can't do it. So again, copy over something that has 3 enchantments already on it, and then you'll be able to edit all of them. That's the best way. So anyway, let me put my lightning rod back, so I don't want to play with him. Right, so back onto our gauntlets. There we go. Right, so we're back on our gauntlets. We have down here next is Rarity. So we all know what Rarity is. We have common, rare, unique. Now I believe there is some other ones kicking around, but we're just going to make them unique. So there you go, they're unique now. So the other thing to do is this is a bit of terminology. B has netherite. So netherite is the new gilded gear. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that to yes. So then I'll come back on here, and you can see it's automatically changed to gilded. So they've called it netherite, but it's gilded. Don't ask why, just accept it. So the ID, so basically this ID here, which is the enchantment data ID, is the gilded enchantment. Now be careful again, just in case there's anything here that you really shouldn't be putting on. Just noticed there was a thing called huge. I think that's the arrows. So yeah, you have to really look at stuff and understand what it is, because it is slightly a little bit different. So let me just put sharpness on this one. So okay, and then we have got the netherite enchantment data level. We're going to set that to 3. So just double click it onto 3, and then right click, and there we go. It's got the here, so it's got the sharpness enchantment here. You can see it says extra damage, and it's got 3 little things there. I know it's a bit small, but you get it. And then we've got these here, which is category and source. Now I don't know what these do. They have actually got things set, so you could put it to melee, and it does actually work, but I can't see anything's changed, so I'm not too worried about that. And you've also got this one here, which is unset. It's got dust, which is weird. It's netherite generated and permanent, so I don't know what they do either. I have put them on, but they don't seem to do anything. They must be there for a reason, otherwise they wouldn't have done it, but at this stage I don't know what they do. Right, so armor properties we've already done, and these ones here we've already done. So that is generally how to mod an item in Minecraft Dungeons on this cheat engine table. There is some other stuff you can notice down here, but I haven't played around with the tools. There's like a file name pool scanner. I'm sure that's just what it does at the start, and things like that, just to generate, because it's all generated on the fly, this one, where the other one was hard coded, I believe. So yeah, still haven't got no emeralds, because I can't sell anything, I don't think. If I salvage that, I don't think I get anything, do I? It's all a bit, I can't really see anything because it's so small. It says, looks like 90 there, but I don't think I do. I suppose I could salvage it. Oh, I've got 90 enchantment points back. That was all 90, I just got some enchantment points back. So with that, there we go, emeralds. I might be able to do my emeralds now. For some reason that's come up, so we're just going to do the emeralds quick. 100, go back into game, close down your inventory, open up your inventory. No, still doesn't work. We can try doing that, because normally what you've got to have is you've got to have a process of change for them to actually work, and I haven't got any. Or is that done with my gold? Let me have a look. Even though it says emerald, here. Right, so for some reason emerald has done my gold. I don't know why, but I can't moan at that really. But I done it earlier and it was actually my emerald, so just bear that in mind. Some reason it's getting a bit confused there, so it's still a little bit buggy. It's not 100%, but it is obtainable, and you can work with it. So XP, I'm not even going to play around with XP. Oh, I will do just once. Let's just, I don't know, 9, and then we come back out there, and it doesn't. I'm not too sure how it works. So we know the arrow count works, we know everything else works, we've been through pretty much all of it, and yeah, that is it in a nutshell. So anyway, have fun, enjoy. If you have any problems, let me know, but I'll try and help as best as I can, but I'm still learning myself. So I just want to say that in recent events I can't condone people selling modded gear. It shouldn't be happening. If you even think about it, you're going against everything that Mojang has asked you to do. They don't mind mods and tools, but they just don't want anyone profiting from selling things of their entities, so just bear that in mind. Also, if you are in a party and you start running your hacked gear, you might not be the best person. They might kick you or things like that. Some people do not like it, so just bear that in mind. Maybe have 2 characters, one for joining randoms, one for joining your friends, and keep the hack gear separate, so you know. But anyway, that is up to you. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. If you've got any questions, hit me up. I'll answer them as best as I can, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.